Hello, everybody. My model is okay. No, it is there. Hello. Let's get the intro out of the way. Hello, everybody. How you doing? My name is Elias J. Dodger. How you doing, Governor? Hello. It's nice to see you around, everyone. Okay, right. I'm gonna yap this stream. I don't know if it's gonna be a long stream, but we're gonna yap. Because I've had a very long 2 days. I don't know what I'm gonna draw today. So basically, if you haven't seen my Twitter, I went to see Good Kid live, and twice actually. I'll get into that, and I had such a good time. It was so good. Like, honestly to God, my favorite concert I've ever been to. I've been to a few concerts. I'm being hyped today. No, it's totally fine. I love it. I'm also realizing the chat box isn't working. I'm not seeing the chat box on Streamlabs, so I'm gonna reset that and see if I can make that work again. But it's nice to be back. I haven't had a long break. It's just, I don't know, life's been a bit, busy at the moment. That's probably the best way to describe it. Where is the chat box? It is... Streamlabs, yeah. We're figuring it out. I'm still new to all of this. Sometimes you have to log out and log in if the chat bugs. I don't want to have to do that. Ugh, that would be annoying. Chat box, there we go. Add source. That hopefully should be back. I'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, so what to draw today? Right. Just get a face shape down. I was gonna draw some Good Kid stuff, but it might mean going online. There we go. Okay, chat box is back. I think it's simply just the source needs to just be reset sometimes. Don't know why, but it works. It's just kind of how it is. Marvel. Is the because I've had this before where I'll upload the stream and then the stream will just have the wrong tags and everything. How's it looking? Okay, no, it's fine. It's right tag, isn't it? Yeah, it's all good. Yes, Marvel, we've been seeing so much stuff about it over the past few, weeks. Drawing Marvel characters, that could be an interesting one. I'm only like Marvel through, Marvel vs. Capcom, really. I'm not the biggest Marvel fan. But I have been playing a bit more recently, over, the past weekend and stuff. I think I've got a team now. I think we are, okay, so Gambit, I really like Gambit. I really like Sakura. I'm starting to understand her level 3, Dark Sakura. I'm liking Ruby Heart. I'm starting to sort of get her projectile game. I've done a bit of Storm, but there's a part of me that's okay, Storm's great at building meta, but I also know she is the meta. So there's a part of me that feels I don't want to just be playing the meta game. But who else was it? I really like... is her name BB? Oh, I can't remember her name. The Little Red Riding Hood girl. I really like her. I think, as much as I want Gambit on the team, I feel like she's BB Hood. Yes. The team right now kind of feels like Storm, BB Hood, Sakura. You don't know Marvel, that's fine. I don't either. I only know it through Marvel vs. Capcom. And for me, it's my first week ever properly playing it. What to draw? Okay, this is what I was thinking was drawing some Good Kid stuff as I yap about Good Kid. So what I'm thinking of doing is pulling up a reference. It's the question of if I do Nomu or Mimi or Darkstalkers. Yeah, Darkstalkers. Yeah, did I play any of the Darkstalkers ones? I don't know. Okay, I think I've played a little bit of Free, and I'd play Felicia and Free. I definitely had that. I'm gonna move Streamlabs down here and just quickly pull up a reference. That is a Boku no Hero character. Do you usually stream today? Okay, it's kind of varies because I'm still like figuring out a lot of this stuff and like with like work and things. Generally, I'll stream around like 5 p.m. GST, like, or maybe 6 or so, depending on like just how things go. Again, this is still like early days. I'm, finding out the rhythm and things. I'll try to post stream schedules at least on like Fridays. It was just this week I was really busy, so I just wasn't really able to. So I will be streaming tomorrow and maybe Friday. Not sure about Friday yet. But definitely tomorrow I'll have a stream done. Don't know what I'm gonna do in it, but I think I'd like to play a game. Whether it's like Marvel again or if I do something different, like maybe I still need to get this drawing up, reference up. Tomorrow's alright, bet. Yeah, nice. Okay, do I do Nomu? Nomu could be fun, but the shirt design looks really complex. It's very squiggly, very squiggly. It's either that or I draw Mimi. I haven't done fan art in like so long. I did the VTuber fan art recently from like my previous art stream. Mimi, good kid. I feel like Mimi might be the one I draw. I really like Mimi's delivery service, and it was so good live. Okay, I'm gonna yap so hard about this concert, man. It was so good. Right, let me get that up as a reference. There we go. Pull that to the side. You can also get the album cover as well. I was gonna put Mimi, not Mimi's. Yeah, I was gonna put Good Kid as like the background noise, but I can't explain it. I'm really bad with having like background noise on like vocals, background vocals. There's people that can do it. I'm not them people. Right, let me think. What's the best way to do this? So the video is like a lot clearer in its like design. I'll just try and draw what I can, really. Again, this is gonna be like kind of chill, kind of yappy. Honestly, background music, yes, it can be, yeah, and that's why I'm really liking the jazz, because it's like it helps my brain sort of be focused a bit more. It's kind of like I'm like that when I do my writing and stuff. It's like I need I do need like a focused type of music. I can't do too much like heavy vocals and things. Let me think. Maybe like a nice like walking pose or something. So let me try a new layer. We just like kind of figure out like the posing. Sort of like a expression upwards. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, but a bit more out, more out. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rough sketch of a hand, and then we can work from there. Okay, so she's got like that robot that she kind of rides. We could maybe have her holding that. But yeah, so I saw Good Kid, and oh my god, it was so fun. It was so good. It was so good. So if you don't know, they're like a indie band, like indie rock band. All their music's royalty free, which I think is amazing. So there's just like great songs, and they're all like you could all just listen to them on stream and things. They're so good. They're so good. Like their whole vibe is very similar to Two Door Cinema Club. Like and just the band are so fun. Like all from like Toronto. Royalty free, yeah, it's amazing. And like the music is just brilliant music. And again, I say like without a shadow of the doubt, genuinely one of the best concerts that I've been to. Because like it was the best way I can describe it. I've been to quite a few concerts, not like loads, but enough. I've been to see Gorillaz. I've been to see Miku Expo, which is one of my top ones. I fucking loved Miku Expo. I've seen Panic at the Disco back when they were like really big. What else have I seen? I've definitely seen more, but like a lot of it is kind of lost in my head. But I would say Good Kid were so good, really fun. It was just like the best way I can describe it is like with some of the other concerts I've seen, it's like a lot of like big venue stuff. And yeah, so I've seen them in like big venues and things. So there's like sort of a level of detachment, I guess is the word, where it's like they're just kind of doing the they're doing the show. They're just kind of doing the music and then they go off, and it's like there's not really the interactivity. But Good Kid were like incredibly interactive. Like I think they had 2 times where they brought the audience on stage, or like audience members. So there was one where it was like, oh, so funny. But there was one where it was like a dancer. Like they were just like, can we get someone to dance? Yeah, not like it's engagement. And like Good Kid are really like engaged with the community. It feels like they really understand it. Yeah, so they got like a dancer on stage to do dance class, and then for there was this other one they did where they did Wheel of Chaos. So what it was like they just brought out this wheel, and then they were like, okay, so we're gonna spin this, and then we're gonna do whatever the wheel says. And so they just got someone in the audience to come up and spin that wheel. And it landed on the song Faster and Faster and Faster. So what it was just like, they'd sing the song, and every time they said faster and faster, they would go faster. It was so funny. I got like quite a good few videos of certain songs. Am I feeling this pose? Do I want something different? I could potentially just like do my own version of this drawing, maybe. I just want to feel out some different poses and stuff and see like what I'm sort of feeling. That's a bot. Yes, it is. Okay. Right, I need to get that on. Yeah, I'll get rid of that. I do need to still set up some, what are they called? Autobots, automods, that's it. Right, let me... I'm surprised automod isn't set up. I thought it was. Let me report that. That is a spam. Or scam. Bot, that's it, yeah, bot. Sorry, but yeah, I've heard that one's really good. I don't know what timestamp is. Bot message. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah. Bots, man. They suck. But yeah, I think I will get them sort up. Hopefully by the end of this stream, I'll have something set up, because this is the second time this has had like we've had a bot thing. I'm thinking of a different sort of pose, a bit more like a cool looking pose. When I first started streaming, I was so sad when a bot said love concert. Yeah, that sucks. That does suck. Like, yeah. Okay. The one thing I found, like, starting VTubing was, like, I was really surprised at how many bots are on Twitter. I genuinely didn't know about this. I kind of went into it, like, almost blind or so. And then it was, like, I was, you know, trying to be a bit more brave with, like, DMs and stuff. And then this, and then it was like, oh, yeah, do you need, like, overlays? Do you need, like, model art? Do you need character sheets and whatnot? It's like, I really don't. I'm, like, doing this all off, like, my own back. I'm okay. I've like commissioned one piece of art. That's it. and it's like some of them just get like almost rude about it, where it's just like, oh, okay, but why haven't you responded yet? And it's like, I've already said I don't want anything. Leave me alone. Yeah, they can be. Yeah, and it sucks, because that's a part of me that always feels like, okay, but. What if they are, like, a person or something, and then, like, you know, what if they tried to be mean to me in the future or something, and tried to say, like, I was this or that? And it's like, no, I just didn't want to, I didn't want the art. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, I think, like, in my head, the pose I'm feeling, a bit more, like, casual or something. Kind of this pose, but maybe from like this side. I really should like try and do these art streams and actually like have a model in mind. So like holding that maybe. The arm's gonna be so messed up. Unless it's more like this. And then cat, because that's important. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I love clips. Like that is honestly an honor at a point. Like I really appreciate that. Yeah. I think we've already got 2 clips on the channel. I think one I clipped where it was just like a moment in Street Fighter where I was like, hold on, I'm undercooked. And then the other one was one in my Lost Media debut. I might do a debut 2.0 so I can actually like record the slides. Because it's literally one fucking clip. Oh my god, thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, what I was thinking is either I do a debut 2.0 and just like actually have like a VOD this time, or I do like when I get like a live 2D or something, then I do like a proper debut, fully recorded. You know, I know the system because we had so much scuff with the debut stream. So in short, we had okay, so we had my mic was in stereo, so it was only coming out of one ear. The slides were just too long. I actually like messed up in just making the slides way too long. I just wanted to be like, here's everything I like, please. And then I think one of the ones that was funny was at a certain point, I was already like, oh god, okay, there's a lot of scuff. This is like quite overwhelming. And then like I was like, okay, but I've got tea here. I'm gonna take a sip of tea. And then I choked on it. It was brilliant. It's just like, oh god, if it could have gone worse. But like, I don't know, I think since streaming I found like I can roll with the punches like much more better than I thought I could. And that's funny because that does make me think about something that did happen while I went to see Good Kid, because I had to travel for this because it like there was one that was closer to me, but it was sort of like it coincided with a nice date, so I was like, okay, yeah, I want to do it on this date specifically. But we're traveling back, and a lady's sort of on the train. She's like, "Can I see your tickets, please?" Whatnot, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, here you go." And she's like, "Oh, you got a travel card? Can I see your travel card?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, here you go." And she's like, "This is a year out of date," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, oh no." I just forgot, because like, okay. The RAL cards are like 16 to 25 RAL cards. And it's like, that makes sense. Okay, sure. Like, the age range makes sense. But it's like, no, they also do just expire. And then you've got to kind of renew them for like the extra 2 years or so. It's like, oh, I didn't know that. So I got fined. I'm like, okay with it. It's just like, this stuff happens, you know. But it was just like, oh god. And like, I went with my friend also, and it was like a birthday gift effectively, and I sort of just turned and I was like, happy birthday. Happy birthday, you got fined. But it was other than that, it went really well. And then yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to feel this pose. It's quite rough, but I like it. I think I can make this work and do something quite fun with it. Yeah, definitely. Let's do some actual line work and stuff. Keep model. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Like, one of the things with my model was thank you. It's nice to see you. Hello. Yeah, like, I'm a 1920s writer. That's my whole theming. Honestly, it was, YouTuber, yeah! Well, PNG tuber right now, but in the future, absolutely. Yeah, so, one of the things, thank you. One of the things that I've was thinking when drawing my model was like, I don't want an anime model. Like, maybe in the future, sure, but like, in the meantime, I was like, I really want to aim for like a cartoony model, because what I was sort of saying in like previous stream is I love anime. I love anime. Don't get me wrong. I love anime, but I used to draw anime like a lot, and then I realized, wait, I can't actually draw it. Yeah. But like, the live 2D is cool, and the 3D. I love 3D, man. But yeah, it was like, virtual YouTuber, yeah. But yeah, so I, what's it? There's like a lot of anime models, yeah, and yes, and this was sort of my thinking, was like I wanted something different, and then like over time I was like, okay, I can't draw anime, but like I can somewhat draw cartoons, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of work with this, and I've had like a lot of different like ideas for various models like over time, of like various different types, like a lot of anything that related to like writing, because that's kind of the thing like I want. That's me, really. And then it was just like, I kind of started drawing Elias, and I was like, oh, okay, this kind of slaps. I think there's going to be some slight changes going forward, though, with Elias's design. I'm effectively thinking the eyes might be slightly different in future. I've got an idea, but like, it was more just thinking conversion to live 2D, because I have started trying it. Not good. But I have started, like, learning it a bit. And struggling a lot. But it was, like, fun to try out, see what it's like. She's got quite like she's got one of these sort of noses. She's very cute. I love her. I love her little design. No. Okay. But yeah, I think I was just trying to think of something that's like cartoony with my model, and then this design kind of came about. And I was sort of saying that my initial model was in blue, and I was like, okay, blue's nice. And then I just sort of changed the hue, and then the brown came up. I was like, oh, okay, brown works. But yeah, so okay, so let me sort of somehow bring this back to my little brief trip away. Okay, I think that's more the hair as well. But yeah, this concept was so good. I like, and like the opening act was so good. Okay, yeah, what's the bet? It gives a nice nostalgia feeling. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah, like, I think there's like, give me 1 week. Okay. Yeah, so 50 followers. Really? Oh my god. That would be so cool, man. Oh, someone follow. Oh my god, thank you. Yeah. Oh my god, really? Thanks, thank you. I really appreciate that. I also feel like the alert box has failed me. Because I have just seen like a follower, Dory Dream Reaver, thank you so much. Let me try and fix my alert box, because it's not working. Thank you. Oh my god. Okay, I feel like we've got to have like an idea for like some sort of special idea. What's it? Another VTuber! Hello! Ah! Yeah, one day we'll figure this out. We'll figure out Streamlabs. It's so weird. Oh my god, everyone's here today. But oh god, the alert box is the ultimate struggle. You're not alone. Yeah. I mean, I literally started like last week. But what I've sort of been saying is this has been like a test to see like, do I enjoy streaming? And then the other test is like, okay, getting comfortable with like the process of it. But I've been streaming like home alone, and in 2 days my family come back, so then I have to get used to like, oh god, I've got to stream with my family around. I'm not gonna lie, the alert box. Yeah. And the worst part, I still haven't set up donations yet. Because like, I want to set up like a second PayPal for it, so it's like all sort of on one. But I just haven't yet. I've been busy. And then tomorrow I'm back at work. Like, I took some days off work for this whole concert and stuff, and tomorrow we're back on the grind. it was so stressful. I mentioned it in my previous stream, but like I feel like there's a continuation today. So I've been at home because my family have gone away. They've gone away for a wedding. So I'm here looking after my animals. So you might hear it right now. That's my dog moving about. Like, if you hear the little scraping, that's him moving about. So I have a dog and 2 cats, and my dog, like, he's quite old. Like, he's got arthritis, he's basically deaf. And then I've got, like, an old cat and then a young cat. Both, like, black cats and stuff. I love them. I love all these animals. They're great. So, like, I thought in the time I'm, like, home alone, it's like, okay, I'm gonna be looking after my dog the most. It's like, my dog's the one I've got to, like, thank you for attending. Don't mention the kidnapping. Oh, God! Have I been roped into some, like, deep lore? Yes, I do have dogs and cats. I love them. So I thought, like, the dog would be the one that I'd be caring for the most. But then it's turned out to be the cats, because they have thrown up a total of, like... Okay, so they threw up on the Monday as soon as I was home alone. Then I had Monday this week where they threw up twice. One I didn't see, and then the other one was, like, right in front of me on the stairs. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And this was, like, during a really stressful day of work, and I was like, come on! This is the second time I've had to clean up fucking cat puke. And then I'm not even kidding. So it's like, okay, like, someone had to, like, stay here just to make sure everything was looked after. I had to make them aware, like, okay, the cats are kind of throwing up right now. Like, don't know why. Keep an eye on them. They didn't throw up at all in that time. And I come back, and barely a minute since being indoors, my cat froze up. Just housewarming gif. Yeah, they are gross, but, like, love them to bits. Like, my dog's here right now, and he's just keeping an eye out on things. He's good. He's, I think lately he's been more, I guess, affectionate to me. Just, like, I do have a cat preference, but, like, I've been trying to give him a bit more attention, and he seemed really happy that I came back, and it's like, that's enough. That's enough just to be like, okay, his tail's, like, wagging more than usual, and he's a bit more, like, wide-eyed. It's like, okay, he likes me. Oh my Lord, yeah. Yeah, he's right here, he's right next to me. He's getting some little rubs, giving him some pets for chat. Oh my God, like, would that be a stream idea of just, like, like, petting my pets every time, like, there's, like, a chat donation or something like that? That could be fun. I'd have to get donations set up, but, like, just like a tax. Here's the tax, and then the tax payment is the animal is pet. Right, okay, let me figure out this. What is this arm doing? It's quite a puffy jacket, so it's a bit wider. I totally appreciate that. Thank you so much. Like, seriously, just even like being here is great, you know. It's makes you feel all fuzzy and appreciated, and it's like, wow, this is great. Right, let me try and draw a little something of a little cat tail. So I mean, yeah, for a brief introduction, I'm Elias. I usually I draw. I like writing. I haven't done like any sort of writing streams yet. I would really like to do one soon. Maybe tomorrow. And I mainly play fighting games. I'm not good, but I mainly play them. But I'd like to play some like other games as well. Yeah, so I love writing, and I think my idea for a first sort of writing stream is kind of writing my lore, because I don't have one yet. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. Oh, this is so nice. Yeah, oh, that's brilliant. I'd love to just have people, and like, I take a lot of inspiration from Merryweather in terms of like his writing streams, and I think that could be really fun to do, like chat writing streams and things like that, where like chat drops the ideas, and then as soon as I have to like write that into the story, like almost like, okay, so I start with a premise, and then as soon as an idea comes up in chat, it's like, okay, I have to write that in. That could be really fun. That could be really fun. Like, maybe tomorrow, but like, if it's like a long day or something, then it might be like, maybe a fighting game, or maybe like, I don't know. There's some story games I'd like to play as well. Right, drawing hands, how to. I mean, maybe I should get the wrench done, like figure out like the wrench position, like so on the shoulder. But yeah, like I'd love to do writing streams, and I'd love to like try and work through lore with chat, because I've got some ideas, but I think like there might be something that's like stronger, and maybe we can learn about the 1920s and try and figure out like how the 1920s works here, because okay, a lot of my like model idea, because I didn't really start with 1920s VTuber as like the idea in my head. It kind like, okay, because I had like other ideas. I was thinking like librarian and things like that. Something based in Greek myth as no, not Greek myth. Norse myth. I had a really good idea that was based in Norse mythology, and it was because I actually helped in a friend's play, and the friend's play was like 1920s. And honestly, it was because I did a character in that play, that really got me on the idea of like Paperboy. So. That's sort of like how it mostly came about, was just like, I really liked that one character I did, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna kind of roll with it. Because like my one thing is like, it was basically a side character in the play, but I did think it could be really fun to just take the line I had in the play and then just work that into a lore thing. Because okay, it was basically papers, come get your papers, fresh off the press, right here in New York, papers. I think there's some other lines, but I can't remember them. Like $2 $1 pizza, something like that. Because I remember like the whole scene is I'm introducing the setting, so the character was like, okay, we're in New York, and because it goes from Chicago to New York, so I was introducing that we're in New York. Basically the character that doesn't explicitly tell you like we're in New York, but it's like naturalistic. It was a really naturalistic scene. So I'm just like offering a paper to the main character, and I remember workshopping it because my friend was the director. It was like a student play, but it was a really good play. I love my friend, like they're such a good writer. I love them. And I'm workshopping it with my friend, and I'm sort of saying like, okay, what about audience interaction? Like if it takes a while for the actor to come out for this scene, what if I like try and sell papers to the audience or like to the other characters? Okay, thank you for lurking. Really appreciate it. Yeah, so I hope you have a good dinner as well, or lunch, or whatever time zone it is. Have some good food. Yeah, so I sort of was saying things like that of like, okay, what if I like sell to the extras in the scene? What if I sell to the audience? And then they were like, that's great, work with that. So I think on each night of the show I did something different. So one night I did just the extras, another night I did the audience, and it was really scary because like it took a lot longer than I expected for the actors to come out, for like the main actor. And I'm like, oh god, I'm really trying to sell to this audience. Ah! It worked out, but I was like so scared. I was just like, where are they? I don't know how to keep working this. And then one night, I think final night, I did like the best one where it was like selling to the extras, selling to the audience, pull back, papers, come get your papers, fresh off the press, right here in New York, papers. With like a lot louder and stuff. I have very fond memories of that show. I think for me, it was just a really good time. And I made like some good friends during it. And it was just a nice opportunity because I think like when I was at uni, this was a friend I made at uni, but generally when I was at uni, I didn't really get too involved in the like societies and stuff like that. It was just like timing, because like I was a commuting student, and just commuting, like it takes up a lot of your time, and then like certain days it's like, oh, you know, I've got classes that day, and then the society's things are on, like, say, a Wednesday or something. I can't fit that in. Or just like, oh, you know, by this point I'm like second year, third year, whatever. I'm like super busy writing dissertations, writing this, writing that. And yeah, so I think I just never really found the time to get too involved in the societies. So this like play was a really great opportunity because it was actually after I'd finished my studies, and my friend was talking to me and was like, oh yes, I wrote this play, but like someone's like dropped out of it and we need like someone to cover it. Would you mind being in the play? And I'm like, hell yes. That sounds amazing. And it was a really good time. I loved being in it. And I'd love doing like more like acting stuff. I think because I used to want to be an actor. Okay. Oh god, I'm on this subject now. Okay, this is interesting. So I used to want to be an actor, particularly when I was a kid, and so I briefly did child acting. Not like major roles in the sense of like I wasn't like a main character in anything really, but I was in some cool things. One of them I'll say. Oh, I just caught a fly. Oh. It was just a tiny fly. I was just caught it with like my one hand. I was like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, so one of the... if I had to give some examples, I'd say some of the film work that I did. So I was a extra in Snow White and the Huntsman and Captain America: The First Avenger. But this is like when I was like 10 or something. And the other thing is you could barely see me in those films. So it's like... but I can tell you like what it was like in those films. So... Snow White and the Huntsman, it was really late, and it was like a late scene. It was great seeing Kristen Stewart, because like that scene she was projecting really loud, and then you hear it in the film, and it's like, she is not as loud as, you know, it was when it was there. But I have fond memories of it, because it was like, it was so cold, and it was like really early in the, was it early or late? I think it was late, so it was like late night. But I remember, so like, Snow White and the Huntsman's quite medieval in its setting, so we were in like old clothing, and we were in mud at the studios where they filmed it, and so I was freezing. When we were on set, I'd be freezing, and then we'd come in, and then they'd give us hot chocolate, and that was great. So it was literally a back and forth of, oh, I'm freezing on set, hot chocolate. And I did manage to say hello to Kristen Stewart, so it was literally like, I think we'd ended shot, and then me and a few other girls were walking past, and then we were just like, do we do it? Yeah, sure. Hi, Kristen. She was like, hi, guys. I was like, I wasn't even like a massive Twilight fan or anything. It was just nice. It was just nice to be like, oh, I said hello to a celebrity. Captain America, like, there wasn't as much going on there. I'd say, like, for me at least. So I think the two scenes that we did... it was the scene where he gets beaten up in the alley, so I walked past that, and then we were at the one with the, like, convention center, and there's, like, the Iron Man suit in there. I don't remember it as well. I can't remember any particular stories, but, like, it's just interesting in retrospect, because, like, this was before Marvel became what it is now. And it's really funny to think about that, where it's like, oh yeah, like, I was kind of there when it started. As a kid, but like I was there, like on the set. I was there before Chris Evans was like a proper household name. Okay, this hand is very strange. What is the expression as well? I'm yapping away. This is a proper yapping. Should I just change it to just chatting? But then the other one that I like to say is I was going to be on World War Z or World War Z, depends how you say it wherever. I can't remember the exact setting that it was, but it was like some sort of encampment basically at the studios. Again, hello. My cat's come to say hello to me. She might have gone a little like, no. She's so cute. yapping is an art too. Yes, I think I have a doctorate degree in that. I love to yap. What? Yeah, like, I can't just, hello! Okay, I'm gonna say hello to her again. Hello! Yes. She gave me a rub, so I assume that's her saying hello back. Yeah, so, okay, that's a cute smile. That could work. This hand. Okay, I think I want to do a cleaner sketch layer, because I think I'm starting to feel the... Okay, maybe if the jacket is smaller or something, like more puffier. This is so cute, man. I love this song. Yeah, so World War Z was one of the films where I was cast as an extra in it. So we spend all day on it. And it's this, like, encampment scene is best way I can describe it. And so we're still young, so it's like year 6, in UK terms, year 6 or something like that, I want to say. So we have homework and things, so they sort of say, right, just get on with your homework, we'll call you if we need you. I'm going to do a more cleaner sketch layer or something. So we're doing that throughout the day, just homework, and then we start realising, like, wait, we really have just been doing homework all day, and we haven't been called up. Like, I think a few of us got called up, but, like, barely any of us. So it's just a bunch of kids in a room doing homework while a film's being shot next door. And I do have a funny story about this. So I'm there, I'm doing my homework and stuff. I specifically have memories of having a Hello Kitty notepad, which becomes relevant. So I'm in this bit where I think I've asked one of the, like, carers or something, like, a quick question, probably like a maths question, knowing me, I can't do maths. And the door opens and they say, like, okay guys, we've got a surprise for you. And Brad fucking Pitt walks in and he's like, hey guys. And the funny part is, like, none of us really know how to react, where it's like, oh fuck, that's Brad Pitt. But because he's like the main actor in the film, and he was just there watching the film being made. I think, like, my mum was there, and she passed him a few times where he was, like, sitting and watching the shot being done. Like, so actors do that. Actors will just, like, watch over the production of the film, whether it's, like, during or post. That's just a thing they do. But he's come in because I think he's probably been told, like, hey, these kids aren't, like, being used in the shot. Can you just, you know, give him a surprise or whatever. So he's come in and he said, hey guys. But specifically, when I'm in the middle of, like, sitting down and standing up, like, I'm just, like, sort of frozen there in that middle zone where it's like, do I sit down? Do I stand up? Like, that's a celebrity. Oh god. And again, I'm just frozen in that, like, weird zone. Just, like, kind of looking at him, just like, no one else is moving, and I'm just like, I'm just stuck here, just holding my Hello Kitty notepad, just like, where do I go? And then eventually, we go up and get signatures from him and stuff, and I get it on my Hello Kitty notepad, specifically a page of my Hello Kitty notepad, and then I lose it. Somehow. I think I had it for a while, and then I must have thrown out that piece of paper that had his signature on it. It was BP. I remember that. And yeah, I lost his signature. Yeah. But it's okay. I think I still have a signed CD single from McFly, and I think that's, like, one of my, like, real sort of valued sort of signed things. Like, that one's very meaningful to me, because at that point in my life, like, I was a massive McFly fan, and getting to get, like, their signatures was really big for me. And then, yes, speaking of signatures as well, we got Good Kid signatures. So what happened was we'd gone to see the show, and then literally we're about to go to bed, and I'm on Twitter, and I'll see, hey, we're doing a pop-up shop in London. And it's like, oh, wait, we're going back to London. Why don't we just go to this? And then we're like, that's dumb enough, let's do it. So we do that, and then like so today that's basically been what we've been doing, is like standing around for a really long time in like abnormally hot London weather. Why was it so hot? It was not okay. And then like so we got some extra bits of merch, and then there was like 2 little groups or so, and they just did like a few not orchestral, acoustic covers of some of their songs, and it was great. And like one of the songs they didn't perform at the live show, they performed during this like little acoustic session, and I was so happy because it's one of my favorites. It was Pox. I really like Pox. It's not my total favorite. If I had to say my total favorite, it might be it's either Ground or Madeline, which they both performed at both the show and at this acoustic show, so that was great. I was fed. But then it was really funny because so me and my friend who's gone and whatnot, we have this funny moment where he got all of the vinyls. So like I take a vinyl to get signed, and he takes the other one to get signed. But then he also brought the signed edition of Good Kid 4, the latest one. And then he just says to him, like, hey, do you mind doing something really dumb? Do you mind, like, so you've already signed this. Could you sign it again? And they're all just like, that's really funny. Let's work with it. So, like, I think the signatures are something like, I know it was like Dave, and then it was like Dave 2, the Davening. I think one does like ×2, and then one does like 1.2 or something. It was great. They were just so down for it. It was brilliant. And yeah, it was just really fun. Just overall great concert and a great pop-up. Like, I've never done a pop-up before, so I was like super happy to actually like get to experience that. I think, okay, T thinking something like this. When I actually get round to drawing. Oh, good. I've just had a really good few days. Like, other than getting fined. Yeah, other than getting fined, I've had a really good time. Okay, what's the eyes like on the? Okay, she has the glasses on, and here it's just normal glasses. I want to work off the animation drawing. I think. Do we do just that, or do we do it maybe like something like that? Wait, if I can erase that, something like that maybe. Right. Do I draw on laptop? So I draw on my computer. So I have a CyberPower PC, and I have a Wacom One, which is where I draw from. I'll try and like one day I'll try and make my about page on Twitch like much more cleaner. And I will actually put down, like, my specs and stuff like that. Thing is, I know I need upgrades. I think my graphics card needs an upgrade. Probably my like, computer screen in of itself. Okay, I still haven't actually figured out this hand yet. Right, I think I'm gonna focus that for a second. So... Because I think it's okay with this one, like, not being so visible. But, this one is... So we want to make that work. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Would the thumb be visible? That's a good question. I might have to pull up my camera and just kind of do some tests of like me doing the position or something, and then just like, okay, so she's this way, she's holding it like this. If you can't see, I'm very much just like trying to model. Okay, it might be visible. I don't have anything to like hold in. Okay, there's some scissors here. I can try that. Just hold some scissors. Okay. Okay, I think that would be visible. Note to any artists: model your pose. It works. I mean, I'm like not good at drawing though. Yeah, I'm not bad. I'm not good either, is what I'd say. I only recently got like semi decent at being able to draw like hands. Okay, like it was because I was taught by someone who like knows drawing a lot better than I do. Mittens, yeah, I mean, this character's wearing gloves. I mean, like, okay, if I try and pull up, like, how do I, like, draw hands? Because, okay, so you got, like, that. I want to try and just do a little, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. 1, 2, 3, that. Okay, I think one of the things I was taught that was, like, pretty helpful, actually, so, like, I've been used to drawing, like, anime stuff. I'm not great. I'm not great at drawing hands. But again, like, posing yourself is really good. So if we just do an open hand, I'd say that would be an open hand or so. And then let's say we have an arm going here or something. Not perfect, but that will do. I'd say the two things I learned lately that do help me, if we just clean up the hand, generally speaking, that should do. The two things I've learned is that is really important. The wrist shape. So if you can try and get, like, you don't have to do the whole thing, but, like, at least a semblance of wrist shape is really good. And then also, little lines on the fingies. Because, like, if you're, like, trying to render the whole hand, it can just get, like, kind of awkward. You just need, like, the key bits to come through, really. If anything, okay, my issue is I can't tell my left from right very well. So I'll draw a right hand and then realize, oh no, it's supposed to be a left hand. Whoops. Oh, my Wacom just died. That's brilliant. Okay, I don't know why. I think my Wacom wire is, like, really messed up. It's quite an old one, so I might have to, like, look into getting a new one or something. But, like, you can always edit as well. I've been trying to do, like, vector layer line art a lot lately. So, but, like, it's okay to mess up, and it's okay to just be like, okay, I think, like, maybe the thumb needs to be a bit higher, or, like, generally, like, maybe the fingers need to be a bit lower. Like, you can mess up, like, as many times, because one of the issues I really had with what did I say? Okay, with art, when I used to watch, like, speed paints when I was younger, and with speed paints they do, like, sketch layer, and then they do, like, line art, and then they do, like, coloring and whatnot. But, like, sometimes art is, like, you do a sketch layer, then you do another sketch layer, then you do another sketch layer, and then you do a lighter sketch layer, and, like, I think it's in the repetition of the drawing that the drawings itself get good. So, like, you have to know the drawing you're doing. You have to, like, come to really understand, like, what it is you're working on. And I don't think, like, speed paints really tell you that. That came out really weird. You good, buddy? Is it the other cat? What was it? You're making noises. You good? What is it? I can't just keep turning away and then you keep complaining. Come here. Come here. Not you, you're the cat. Come here. Come here. Oi, you, come here. Stop complaining. Ah, it's the cat. I don't know if you heard that. He wants attention, clearly, but he's not coming over for it. But I think it's because he wants attention from the cats, even though he's scared of the cats. Because the cats have scratched him a few times on the nose if he gets too close. So, he's very close doing it now. Don't know if you can hear that. he wants to be on stream. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. You're interrupting me. Okay, where was I still saying? Yeah, so, like, it's okay to have, tons of sketch layers and take, like, a while to get to a drawing, because, like, because you're not going to be perfect on the first go, and I think, like, that in itself is okay. That's sort of what I'll say, yeah. As for me, I think I've got a good semblance of a hand going, and a good pose, yeah. Let's try, I think we can start trying to do, like, some sort of more refined layer. Because, yeah, I've been drawing on vectors lately, and vectors are really good. Because I do, like, more of a cartoony style lately, I find that I can't really work on raster layers outside of raster layers, anything else but line art. Like, line art is really good on vectors. I don't do my line art in black though. What I do is I draw it in black and then I'll fix it later. I'll just do like a layer of like overlay or something. Love your art style, by the way. It feels really warm. Procus Nasty. Thank you. It's really, I appreciate it. That already is not what I'm wanting in terms of the but yeah, like, I've sort of said it before as well. Like, I used to draw a lot more than I do now, and the problem was I just didn't actually learn how to draw. That was not the line either. I guess that. Yeah, so I never really learned how to draw properly, so it was just drawing anime style, because, like, oh, I like anime, and then, like, I never actually learned, okay, how do I draw, like, a hand? How do I understand proportions? How do I, like, just, you know, the actual, like, important stuff, I just didn't really learn it, because I just thought, like, oh, I don't want to have to draw full bodies or anything, because I'm better than that. I draw anime titty. Mimi, yes, I'm drawing Mimi. There's the, for one, this little fella, he's my mod. Say hi, everyone. Yeah, so I used to just, like, I used to draw, like, anime stuff and think, like, oh yeah, I'm good. Like, I know exactly what I want. I'm gonna become a mangaka when I'm older. Like, I'm gonna be a great artist. I don't need this life drawing crap. I don't need to draw any of that. Hi, I'm feeling hyper today. Yeah, it's going good. It's going great. We love the energy. We love the energy. So yeah, yeah, I used to draw. I used to draw anime all the time. I was like the type who drew, like, anime cat girl ears, like, as many times as possible. Like, every character had to have some sort of, like, kemono mimi, I believe is the word. Simply because I thought it was cool. I couldn't justify it in any of, like, the character designs that I was coming up with. I was just like, that's cool, I'm doing it. Like, okay, the worst one, I have to say, I had this character design for, like, ages. I was, like, honestly in love with this character. Like, fully just, if this character was alive, I would have dated him. That was how my child brain was working. But his hair was the stupidest thing ever, because it was like, he had blonde hair, blonde spiky hair, but this one tip of green, and it sounds all cool, like, because, like, I think off the top of my head, it's like, oh, okay, so, like, you know, there's a face, and then there's, like, all the hair and stuff, and then maybe a tip like that. That makes sense. Like, there's, like, character designs like Rui from Pro Sekka and stuff like that, where it's like, that makes sense. So, like, the green would be this sort of spike here. It's like, that makes sense. That could work. No, it wasn't like that. It was worse. So okay, so you had the character design, the hair, whatnot, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. This is like when I'm like 13 or something, by the way. And then this is green. Why? Like, it doesn't even, like, go there or anything. It doesn't, like, have a logical, like, parting. It's just, half of the hair is just, like, that. Why? Why was I into that? There's no other character that has, like, a hairstyle like this. I don't even know, like, there wasn't any, like, symbolism to it. Like, at all. It was just, okay, he has blonde hair. How can I make him more interesting? Green! And again, it could have worked. It could have worked if it was this. Like, it's still a strange choice, but, like, it makes more sense. But it was just a bit of green right there. And I was like, this is the best character design ever. But yeah, as I was sort of saying, so I did all this, like, anime drawings, and then I was like, hold on, I can't draw. And then, like, I was almost sort of, like, giving up art for, like, a really long time. And then I started, like, finding my groove a bit again, just, like, doing some other projects, and again, drawing this more, like, cartoony style rather than the big anime. And yeah, so uh eventually I just settled on this like cartoony style, and I'm still figuring it out. Like, there's a lot that I still have to learn, but I'm enjoying it more. Let me have a look at the cat. The cat's head is basically a circle. Like so. Yeah, that works. Try and bring that in as smooth as possible. Again, the nice thing about editing with vectors is you can do this. Like, vector control has honestly been really useful for me. And it's like, I think there was a part of me like that felt like vector was almost cheating in a way. It's not. Like, if it's a tool and it helps you, like, you know, use it. Not AI though. Not AI. I'm not into that. But things that like make the process in of itself, like, you still gotta do it, but you know, it's saving you like time. Every way I phrase that, it always still feels like I could say, oh, you could just say the same for AI. It's like, no, but like fundamentally it's different. Vector layers aren't AI. Right. I guess those could work. It feels a little flat. Okay. My program really lagged on me for a second there. But like the show was so good. And I actually don't know what vector line. Okay, right. I will explain. Right. So in Clip Studio, most drawing softwares will have it. Okay, no. So I'll show you. So what I'll do, like, so you can see my cursor. So you have the layer buttons here. So this is a raster layer. It's not popping up, but this is raster layer. So what a raster layer is, okay, I might be really bad at explaining this, but it's just effectively a different type of layer. So when you draw a raster layer, so say I've drawn this. Okay, but let me erase the drawing of this. Okay, right. Raster layer. So you draw this, and then say you wanted to go to control points, you can't do anything. You can't control that. You go to vector layer, which it will have, like, software might be different, but it will tend to have this little shape inside it, this little cube. So I draw the exact same thing on a vector layer. And then you go to, like, control points, managing control points, and this comes up. So it effectively gives, like, a bone to the drawing. So then you can move it, and you can edit the line. So, like, Clip Studio, for example, has, like, a lot of different options. So you can add control points, you can delete control points. So I like, oh, I don't want this one. So you can, like, make the line simpler and whatnot. What I tend to use a lot, I use, like, correcting line width and things. So say I draw over this, the line starts to gradually get thinner. And then you can do the opposite thing, thickening. My Wacom just died again. Give me 1 second. There we go. And simplify. I really like simplify vector lines. So what it will do, like, you'll draw over it like so. And then see, like, I've sort of done that, but nothing's changed over here because it's not a vector layer. So when you go to control points now, all of those mini control points have gone, and it's just like a few. It will tend to make the line a bit, like, jankier, but what it just means is, like, you can add control points, delete control points, and just generally move the control points, like, a lot better with, like, more, you know, you can kind of define, like, how much it needs, how much it doesn't need. So, like, these little squares will be your sort of ending of a line, and then these ones will be, like, the middle of the line and things like that. It's really good for line art because it gives you a lot more, like, control over how the drawing looks, really, and, like, the weight of lines. So if you draw something that's like, okay, so say here, I'm like, okay, it's slightly less thick, then I can say correct line width, thicken, draws just in that area, and then that thickens it. So it kind of gives it, like, that consistency if you want it, or if you want less, you can go, like, I could say, hey, I want this one to be really thin. Boom. It's very useful. Very useful. I've probably butchered, like, a lot of the technical terms on it, but it's effectively that. It's really useful. But again, I think I've only really started using vectors lately. But they can be really useful. And And like what I like as well is say there was like a tiny line in there. If I point over it, this line, I don't want this line, but then because I have two other lines between it or so, my eraser has one of these settings. I can't remember. Does it have a name? It probably has a name, but oh, there we go. Okay, it is whole line, erase up to intersection, erase touch area. So I like to use erase up to intersection. So then I erase it, but it only goes up to where it sort of stops. No worries, I really like explaining things. That's why my Oshi mark is the actually face, because I really like to just yap about shit. I like to just be like, actually let me talk about this one niche topic that no one knows about. Like I love talking. People who know me know I talk way too much. Okay, but like I do and I don't. Like it depends who I'm with. Right, that's one of my toggles. Okay, yeah, so Elias plush. We got Elias plush. We're holding him. Again, I want to do more toggles because I literally only have, right. So I've got one. I have two where it's kind of more this. I don't like it as much. I might like fix it a little bit. We have three. The rest are broken except for this one. Yeah. Like, I keep meaning to use it in Street Fighter streams and then I never do. I'll just forget it's there and then I'll accidentally click like, I think it's 0, my toggle 0. And it's like, oh, beast mode, baby. But like, again, I do want to like upgrade to a Live 2D model at some point. But, you know, either A, okay, so I'm just in that zone of debating like how that's going to happen. So the sort of different approaches I have is A, I could do it all myself. So I have the software now, so I could just learn how to do Live 2D and draw the model and make the model myself. Thing is, tough. It's not easy. The only thing Live 2D models cost. Yes, that's the other thing. So I could. So like, there's different ways I can do it. So I could either do the whole thing paid, which I would say is about 1,000. 1,000, I say, but upper or lower. And like, this is my issue with doing that. Is I've looked on like VGen and things like that, but I don't see my sort of style in any of the artists that offer Live 2D models. I'm trying to learn to rig as well. That's great. Like, rigging is... I've come to really just appreciate, like, just how... It's not easy, but, like, it's really fascinating. And I think, like, I'm starting to understand, like, why it's so fascinating. Like, Lil Fella is actually a rigger as well. He does, like... I don't know how you describe it, Little Fella. You do a lot. But like you're not like a Live 2D rigger, but like you know stuff about just rigging generally. That's also true. I'm anime and semi-realistic. Yeah. I wouldn't even say I'm semi-realistic. Like I don't know a lot about like. I still like if you told me to draw like a human body, you would get something that's not good. But I want to get better. I want to do like more art streams so I can actually just like get better at the software and things. I don't think we need a layer for the lip color. That can just be a thing we do in the coloring stage. But we can do. Okay. No. Okay. I think we'll do that when we actually color. Oh, he has a collar. I didn't even notice that. Okay. What if I do 1, 2. Maybe that. That didn't work. Boop. Yeah, that works. And then just erase that. There we go. That's cute. Right. Get this jacket line in. But yeah, rigging is it's really good. I really respect like the people that can, because I'm tempted to like, okay, part of me is interested in the idea of doing like rigging streams. In the same way I do these art streams, like a rigging stream or something. Thing is, I'm not good. The guy's cute. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think it's come up really well. I mean, knowing how I'm gonna do the line art, the eyes is probably gonna be like that, actually. Yeah. He does have eyebrows, doesn't he? My model is totally blocking the reference image that I'm using. I could move me down just a tad so you can actually see like the full reference. Yeah, he does have eyebrows. Is it? No, he doesn't. Okay, not in this drawing. Yeah, not in this. I think it's just like wide eyes. You can definitely see more of the anime in it. I mean, it's probably the fact that the face is like lower than. It looks more like Chatini if any of you watch Hololive. I am. If you see my Twitter, one of the things is I am like such a Chatini. Like I love Raura. She is instantly become like my proper Kamiyoshi. There's like a lot of streamers I like, but like Raura just kind of hit different. But yeah, I think looking at this, it does give Chatini. I'd love to try drawing Chatini. I think that could be really fun. Right, Mimi's. Okay, yeah, that could work. We don't need to see all of that either. Yeah, I mean, I could just ask chat. Like, do you have any like Oshis in the VTuber world? Like, any favorites? Any recommendations? Maybe I know them. Maybe I don't. Because like my recommendation, like I think Raura is great. I love watching her streams. Oh god, because okay, I would say I'm like a quite big Hololive fan in general, and I think like I can't fully explain it. It's like I just do. I think like between Twitch streams and YouTube streams, I tend to watch YouTube streams more. Why I don't stream on YouTube, I think it's simply because like YouTube is not as good for like starting VTubers as Twitch is. Like Twitch is like really good for like the you know early beginning. Okay, Hairbell VT, not strictly an artist VTuber, she draws really good chibis. Okay, I'll probably check her out. Like okay, so yeah, I've been using Twitch more because like it's better with like actually handling streams, and then like I haven't recorded one of my what's it called? Oh, one of your Oshis. That's great. Yeah. One of my streams from last week I haven't actually uploaded as a VOD on YouTube yet. I will get around to it, but what's it? Yeah, one of the things I've loved about like starting this like VTubing journey is just like finding all of these like little content smaller content creators is probably the word, and checking them out and just being like, oh, that's really cool. Like, oh, I love your model, or like, oh, you got like a really fun like voice and things like that. I found some certain like VTubers where it's just like that. They're cool. I think I'm going to maybe either extend this arm out like so. Or I don't want to redraw it because I think like okay, maybe the thumb could be redrawn though, because it's definitely somewhat more hidden. No. Fingers, the elusive enemy of artists. Why you like that? I mean, I think one of my little fun facts I always sort of go back to. Hot take, I don't like it, but Naruto. I think Kishimoto apologized to the animators of the first season of Naruto because it was like, I'm sorry I made you draw feet so much. Like, because it's true, like, why are they like that? And you know, if I was an animator on that show, I'd be like, yeah, I deserve that apology. I'm bad with feet. Like, I can't draw feet. Why are they like that? Right, okay, is that better? I think that looks better. Maybe the chest could come in. I bet Good Kid are like more active on like Instagram than they are on Twitter, which is one of those things. Like I think there's a lot of people that don't use like Twitter anymore, and I totally get it. It's just annoying because like I think my big issue is like I totally get why people are like migrating off of Twitter. It's just all the VTubers are on Twitter. Like there's nowhere else for VTubers right now that's like a good enough like sort of social platform for them. A fly has landed on my stream. It is running across my Streamlabs. Where have you come from? The door is closed. How did you get here? I'm tempted to... Okay, let me think. I might have to figure out body proportions. That's what I'm feeling. Okay, so it's okay that one's invisible. We've got the neck here. That. There's a shoulder. Got, I guess like this is sort of generally the chest area. There would be the arm joint. That's down there. Would it be that? Something like that. It should be okay. I don't know, I'm just looking at it. I'm just like, maybe something needs to be different. Don't know. Right. That should be okay. Right, okay. Also gonna be honest, I also use, like, ellipsis a lot more lately. Things like this. It just makes my life so much easier. Especially since, like, I draw Elias and Elias has glasses. I have glasses. But it's, like, so much easier on your life if, like, rather than drawing a perfect circle, it's just, like, shift, hold, and then just edit with a vector layer. Like, you know, life doesn't have to be this hard. Vector layers are there. They're there for your baby. And my Wacom did it again. Can you please stop kicking the wires? Ah! I'm glad it's not my whole system, but, like, come on. Yeah, I might look into getting a new Wacom wire. I don't know if they sell them separately. I've not seen them online. Right. Doop. I feel like there's something missing while I'm, like, looking at this sort of design. Moment. Real right, okay. Try this, no. I feel like the line weight has changed. That's better? Wait, what's the... Okay. Right, okay. Okay, so the cartoon one simplifies it to just, like, them. A flamethrower? It's a little robot. So, yeah, the song is Mimi's Delivery Service. It's a great song. It's, like, obvious reference is obvious. But it's, and, like, the whole music video is basically the plot of Kiki. But it's, like, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, I think I could probably get away with drawing, like, more spiky hair in that case. Because, like, looking at this model, I've got, like, a clear idea of, like, how I'd want to do it. I'm going to give it another sketch layer and then, like, just fill out that shape. Hello, nice to meet you. You have a lot of friends, man. Oh, like, an artist. Oh god. Okay, I'm not the best at art. I'm doing my best, but like, yeah. Okay, I guess I can get away with more of this. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah. Like, I don't have like okay, I barely have anyone in my life that also watches VTubers. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Yeah, like, I'm like the only one in my, like, in any of my friends that watches VTubers. I guess, okay, like this, and then, as so. that's better. I think, okay, maybe if it's like, it needs to look a little bit more wavy. So like, okay, if it's a bit more like that. Yeah, a bit more wavy or so, something like that. And then I guess we want it a little bit coming around a bit more up here. Yeah, she's a bit more of a wavy haired girl. Like me! I don't talk about it very much, but I actually like, I haven't really been doing it a lot lately, but I have wavy hair, and I only really learned it recently, and then I got super into CGM. I'll tell you, read it if you made a comic. Okay, right. So, right. I used to make a comic way back in the day, and it's so bad. But like, this is when I was like 13. It's really bad. Part of me like might review it on stream, but then that does mean like outing my like younger self, and it's just like cringe and not good. The best way I can summarize it is, okay, so I had all these OCs, I had like, you know, all these cool ideas and all these cool scenes in my head. I was like, this is gonna be like the best story ever. And then I never wrote it. Like, I made the comic, but I never wrote the comic. Yes, absolutely. And that is my cringe first. And yeah, would I do a comic under Elias? That could be fun. I don't know what the plot would be, but okay. But yeah, I was sort of saying earlier on stream that like I'd love to do writing streams, because I love writing. I love I don't know if I'm like amazing at it, but it's something I'm like learning, and I'm very passionate talking about like storytelling and things like that. Like, unfortunately, I'm the type of person who will yap during a film, but the way I thank you for following, I really appreciate it. Again, can't figure it out. My alert box is not working today. It is not giving me anything today. Is it there? Where even is it? It's there, but it's not coming up. R32, let's go! Yes! Yeah, so I love writing, and I love books. I love books. Every time. Okay, that quote is from RWBY. I don't like RWBY very much. I have a lot of problems with its writing and things. And honestly, at times I think it's just really funny. But like, the way I describe, like, it's one of those guilty pleasures at a point where it's just like, I can't not watch it. I think it's so fascinating. Like, how did it get there? You know, especially as a writer, it's like, you know, you deconstruct it. You're just like, okay, how do we get from this to this? But I love the scene where she goes up to Blake and it's like, oh, you reading? I like books. I just say that because it's like, it's true. I like reading. I like books. I am Ruby Rose. I like reading Bible. I can't write. Oh, okay. How would like a teaching writing stream work? Okay, the thing is, I'm not really like an established writer. Like, okay, I've done a few short stories and I've done like various like writing tests and stuff, but like, I wonder if like VTuber teaches writing could be fun. Yeah, like, cause I'm still learning a lot. I wouldn't say I'm like good at all, but there's some things that are interesting. Like, if we do like maybe, like if people send in their writing and then we do like sort of group reading sessions or something like that. Cause I have done reading groups at uni. I did creative writing classes, so I do know like reading group etiquette, which is like really important, because, you know, how to explain it, you don't want to be torn down as a writer. You want to be like lifted up, but you also want to be told the truth. Like, some people like can't take it. Some people like, you know, will be like, oh no, my writing's perfect. It's like, no, everyone's got to improve. I've got to improve. So like, the whole sort of writing class etiquette is really important, and it's like a really good way to like just keep everyone happy. Reading review club, yes. I wouldn't want to do it without like permission. So I'd want like a writing class. Yes, I think that could be really fun. And then like, if chat comes in and says like, oh, I think this, and then we can say like, oh, do we all agree? Do we like not agree? That could be fun. That could be really fun. I don't think I've seen that as a stream idea. I'm gonna jot that down. That could be really fun. I think I just jogged my wire there. Where is my notes app? I'm gonna jot that down. I just had another note from critique chats writing. Yeah, like, because again, if it's like viewer submitted writing, that could be really fun. Especially if like, you know, if there was like repeat people who like had written something and then gone back and done it again. I'll cancel my streams for that. Oh my god, that'd be oh, thank you. Oh, that'd be great. Okay, writing review streams. We could just have like a full-on class. I could just like mimic what I did at university. Because like at university I was taught by a writer. Like, so when you have like, if it wasn't clear, I did English literature at university. So at uni, like, they do have like in-house writers that will teach you creative writing. Various writers are back and forth on like, is this a good system? You know, does it actually teach you writing? Because writing's hard. English lit, it is. Yeah, so various writers will say like, oh, you know, you kind of have to learn it on the go, and that's true. But like, there's stuff that someone else might be able to point out where it's like, oh, I didn't consider that. And I definitely had it with my writing. So like, I remember some feedback from some short stories I did back at uni. I think one of them was something like, I'd written a relationship story, a breakup story. But like, I haven't gone through that experience. And there was like someone who commented on it who said like, I don't believe in like the realism of this situation, because, you know, from my experience and stuff like that, it would be much more bitter and things. Like the casualness of the way I'd written this like first draft or so, it wasn't realistic to a breakup. And it was like, oh, that is very useful advice. I will consider that. So then, like, what I did for the second story I wrote, I didn't do a breakup. And I, like, loosely based it off of some of my own experiences with, like... But, like, some of my own experiences. It was loosely experience-based and then mostly, like, fictional. Because it did involve death. Like, the personified figure of death. So, you know, not entirely realistic. But I did get some, like, much more clearer praise on it, where it was like, oh, you know, you, like, wrote the characters really well, and, like, certain scenes were great. Life is best teacher, absolutely. And there's various writers that will say, like, you know, write from experience and stuff like that. And then there's other people that say, like, oh, but what about, like, sci-fi? You've never been on an airplane. Oh, not. I think a lot of people have been on an airplane. Yeah, like, writing from life. You've never been on a spaceship. That's the word. Okay, that's actually gone through, so I will have to edit that. Yeah, so you've never been on a spaceship. How do you write about being on a spaceship if you've never been on one? It's like, you have to write what you know with honesty. I think that's something Neil Gaiman said. Why is this not connecting? You're done. You don't... Enter, please. Hello. Why are you not connecting? That's really annoying. Why are you not doing what I want you to do? Ah! Is it because it's on this? I don't know. What's going on? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so you... Where was I? Yeah, like, you won't be able to ever know, like, everything about, like, a story you're writing. Especially if you're writing in, like, sci-fi, fantasy, those sorts of genres. But you have to just, like, research what you don't know, and then just write that story, and then, you know, just write the story, write it good, because that's like, no one can really fault you for trying your best, I think is probably the way to describe it. Like, you can make those mistakes and things, but like, you tried your best, and that's like always what matters. And sometimes it pays off. Sometimes it pays off. It's like, yeah, you wrote what you knew, and that you wrote what you knew for the story you were doing, and you did it all right. I'm probably like absolutely flopping my words right now. I think I'm just trying to get this like perspective down on the wrench here. But like, because I have like really fond memories with that writing class of reading like other people's writings. Do I offer commissions? I don't. It depends if you're talking like writing commissions or art commissions, because I don't do either. Maybe if people are really interested in it, then maybe I'll open it up. That could be like fun. Again, I'm not very good. I'm not a very good artist, but like, but no, I don't do commissions for art. Yeah, no, I'm not really an artist. I'd say I'm a hobbyist artist, if anything. But if there was like a lot of interest in it, then I wouldn't mind. I did also have the idea of doing like almost terrible commissions, if you will. Like the idea of doing commissions that are like, and my Wacom. Oh my god, I really need to replace this wire. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And this isn't even like, you know, rendered yet. This is still just line work phase. I'd like to finish this before end of stream. I think that could be a really. What time is it? Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'd like to try and finish this before the end of stream. So yeah, I thought about the idea of doing like terrible commissions as an idea. Open the Dono's Cowards, take our money. Let me get it set up. Okay, fine, how about okay. I'm waiting. But yeah, I thought about the idea of like terrible commissions of like I just draw something, but like I draw it badly, and like you are paying for the fact that I'm not drawing this good. Like I can promise you that it will look kind of weird. Because like someone might be interested in that, you know, like someone might be like genuinely like I would love this. But okay, I'm noticing now right this one just has it white, but it is supposed to be wrapped. I guess we can do that in the actual like coloring phase. So my soon to debut model. What if I commission you for fan art? I don't mind. It depends. Okay, like if it's complicated, then I may struggle, but I don't mind because if you saw my previous stream, I did like surprise VTuber drawings. I could probably pull them up actually. If I go to my Just Chatting page, I can quickly pull these up. I could show you like the stuff I did previously. Because I thought this was just a really cute idea, just to like draw various VTubers that just come up on my feed, and it's like, surprise, you got fan art. Okay, right, yeah. Here's one that I did of Hikari Nezu. Like she comes up on my feed a lot, really like her stuff. And this one, Sarah Monzuki. I don't think he's seen this one, but that's aight. But I really liked this one. I think this one came out really fun. But again, you can sort of see detail-wise, like, I'm not very good on detail. A lot of this was also kind of guesswork. Like, I've only really seen the top half of the model. And it was just like, I gotta figure it out. But, like, I'd like to do this more for streams and stuff of, like, drawing various VTubers as, like, surprise! You got fan art! Especially since, like, you know, for like, this indie community, it's kind of like a guesswork, like, when or if, like, people will get fan art. And I think it would be nice to just do that, really. Like, find more VTubers where it's like, hey, you're interesting, I'm gonna draw you. And I just think it's a nice gesture, even. And it's fun. It's fun practice for me. I don't know if that is a very good wrench design, but we can edit it. It's okay. Wait, okay, so let me count. Let me do counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12! Your facts are very strong. Thank you! Thank you! Funny if she held an axe. Drawing Elias with a big ass axe. That'd be funny. I haven't even drawn the hair. Okay, right, how I got one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so that's definitely more. Minus for everything. I call you out on this shit all the time. You cannot spell. Like, it's funny with you because, like, okay, little fella, I'm calling him out on Maine. Of course I am. What he does is he not only can he not spell sometimes, but he'll give you the more complicated word than the word he's trying to say. Because I think at one point he was trying to say, okay, it was premise. He was trying to say premise, like the premise of the thing. But he said precipice. And it's like, 1, not the word. 2, you've said the word that's more complicated. I love it. It's so funny. Yeah, it's good. Do I want to redraw that? Because it might be an idea to redraw it knowing like the exact shape of it. So I might do that. Let's do it in blue. Right. Okay. So it's got like a tiny bit here, like it'll hold a bit or so. Rough idea. Let me turn this around. So it's like a sideways C shape. So it's not really like perfectly angular. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I guess that works. Maybe a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger could work. Counting will be the death of me. I said it on Twitter, but I've not said it on stream. So like, okay, I'm really shit at maths. So like, I love writing, and I've kind of already said like just how much I love writing, but I can't do maths. And it's like embarrassing how bad I can get sometimes. So I did have an idea, and like, okay, maybe tomorrow we could potentially do it. I did have an idea of like, what if we did like a maths game for stream, and it's just like, okay, I've got to learn basic maths. That could be fun. Like, I was thinking like the, okay, cool maths games, yeah, possibly something like that. I was thinking, what's it called? Does anyone remember the fish game? I think it's Freddy Fish. Because I used to play that when I was younger, and I was like, what if I just played Freddy Fish on stream? And like, maybe I learned something. We do learning. Like, that could be really fun. That could be really fun to just like, of all the games that like no one's playing Freddy Fish. Right, okay. I think we've got a good idea on the shape now. Because like, I kind of view streaming for me as like, I want to get better with various things. And I think being able to stream, being able to learn through streaming and being able to find something that I get better at. Like, generally improvement is sort of the thing like I want to focus on through doing this whole content. So... because I've sort of said it in terms of fighting games and stuff. I want to reach like, it's a big dream, but I'd love to hit like master rank or something and like properly be able to say, yeah, I'm a fighting game player. Like that's one of the things that I'd love to be able to achieve. And I want to be able to do that through streaming, like through this format. I think that could be really fun. Right, okay. There's stuff going on behind there. You don't have to see that because we're not doing it that big. Boop. Manifesting getting the fight. Yeah. One day I'll be on Sage Jam Slam, and one day I'll win. Oh my god, if I was on Sage Jam Slam, I think I'd like. I don't know. I think I'd just be like, huh? Huh? Me? Huh? How? What? Why? Why me? But then there'd be so much pressure. There'd be so much pressure. Like, oh my god, Sajam noticed me. What the hell? What the hell? Because, like, okay, genuinely, even if it's, like, outside of Sajam Slam, I would love to go to EVO. Like, I'd love to compete at EVO. I think that would be really fun. But just generally, I'd love to go to EVO. Like, I think full up, I think that would be really fun. I have an email. What is that? What is that? Something. Okay. Because, okay, I've done one local. Not local, national. I've done one national, and I was like, okay, question mark. Thing was, this was when I was like only just getting into the FGC, and my kind of strat was, if I don't know what I'm doing, they won't know what I'm doing. And it worked for like one match. So like it worked for one match, I won, and I was like, yay! And then I did my second one, and it was streamed as well. And then I was like, oh no, I don't know what I'm doing. And they caught on like, oh, she doesn't know what she's doing. So like my big issue at that time was I kept jumping a lot in games. Like I'd be a blue ass fly. I'd just jump around like everywhere. And then that guy caught on like, you are just jumping. Stupid always is. Sometimes. Depends on the game. Like, Marvel, yeah. But, yeah, so I don't know if that's like angled right as compared to that, but it's fan art and I've had a very long day. I'm not too fussed that it's like not perfect, honestly. Right, okay, let's do the hair and then we can actually start thinking about colouring. I think that works, because I could do the... Oh, there's a break there. Oopsie. We all gotta break sometime. Oh god, good was so good, man. Where was I? Yeah, okay, so I've done that one national and they read me like a book. Put a drone on top left. Yeah, okay, this is gonna make this whole session a lot longer and I still have to think about like walking my dog. And I can go and sleep tomorrow, like I've got like work and everything. I could, like, okay, I don't have a reference for it though, so I'd need to actually put a reference for that. I think I've still got the, because that one's good, but it's a side image of it, and I'd like a actual view of the face a bit more. Okay, that's not too complicated a design. I'm just not very confident drawing robots, generally speaking. But that's not a tough face. Okay. I think I've got a few where I can work on it as like, okay, so there's that, and then there's, which one was the other one I saw? This one. Just done thingy. Just metal sergeant. Yeah. Like, my friends are doing a lot when it comes to designing robots, and they say it's like not as bad as people think, but I don't know, for me it's like, robots are weird. Yeah, okay, so I got these references. It depends if I do this one, which seems like a lot more complicated. Do it from memory. No, I'm not doing it from memory. don't put me on, no. Yeah, it depends if I do that one or this one. I don't have a side view of that on the right though. Because I feel like if it was here, it would be the right side of it, and we're only seeing the left in most of this stuff. I could just play the... I don't know if the music video will play in the background if I like played it. Because I could just quickly go through the music video and actually try and see if I can like see a reference that's but then my screenshots are like so bad. Because like when I have like dual screen, so every time I take a screenshot it just does the full thing. Mimi's Delivery. Also if you're here, genuinely go check out Mimi's Delivery Service, and just generally Good Kid. They are like they're such a good band. Like, it's such good music. It's all content free as well. That's a really good thing. So you can just like stream that music. Hold on. Why is I don't know what I don't know what you're trying to do there. See you on the rise. Now that ink is dried, I can tell you why. Maybe doesn't ensure I see a crowd around you. Is it the same on the other side? Good kid. I could put a pinned message in chat. Just say drawing good kid fan art. Drawing good kid fan art. I'll pin that message. Manually unpinned or end of stream. Nice. They're so good. And like it's really easy to get through all of their music because they don't have a lot of it right now. They're like still they only have they only have 4 EPs and they're soon to release an acoustic version of like some of their songs. Okay, if I'm correct, that face isn't too hard to draw. Like the right side is more complex than the left. Okay, there's that one. If I can... Okay, I'll put that on just chatting and I'll quickly try and see if I can sort this screenshot out because I think this isn't as complex as I think it is. I just know it will also just screenshot my Screenlabs. Screenlabs. Right. Oh. Sorry. Fell off screen. I fell over. I actually dropped my pen at that moment. I was trying to do a bit. I was like, a bit of chaos. Oh no, I actually did it. Hello, my cat's come again. Hello. Right, okay. Let me sort out the screenshot. Lasso tool, rectangle. Cut it there. Edit, cut. Create new from clipboard. We can delete this one. Okay, right. Let me pull back the drawing screen. Yeah, right side isn't too complex, actually. It is much more simple than the left. It is just kind of a circle. So I could do it. Do I want to do it on stream? That's a good question. Because this has gone on like a lot longer than I thought it was going to. But I could. I genuinely could. Because, okay. The tool bit seems to... Okay, yeah. Like, that's just like a pulley out bit. I'm just learning about the model now. Like, that bit, it just extends. So, technically, it's already quite small. What is that? I've had to put, like, sound on my phone. Because, I keep sleeping through my alarms. Okay, that's a different thing. I'll share that out later. So, like... I keep sleeping through my alarms, and so like Monday was like quite stressful, not only because of like my cat's puking multiple times, but I genuinely slept through my alarm, and I've been working from home because I've been like looking after the pets and stuff. My work was nice, so I was like, yeah, no, we totally get it, because I had to explain just like why I had to work from home, and the reason I gave was like, okay. So I had someone that was going to look after my elderly dog who's got not Alzheimer's. No, he's got arthritis and he's deaf. And, like, we just don't really trust him being left on his own. And that in itself, okay, cool. And we had someone that was going to look after him. But then what happened was he was looking after a different dog. That dog runs, he falls over, breaks his collarbone. And it's like, yeah, no, we get it. You can work from home, it's alright. But yeah, it was just like very dramatic. It's like, oh god, okay. Yeah, I'm just doing this on a different layer. Like, I think I could fit that in. That is a curve. That is a curve line, so we could try a curve line on... I'm not very good with the curve line tool. 5 though, right. So say it starts like there. No, that's not it. That's not what we want. Why isn't it? That's not working. Why is it not working? Oh, you got to draw the whole line. Ah, I see. Okay, right. Yeah, we only need like that. That should work. And then is it curved again? It is. Okay. So do there like that. But yeah, it was just like such a dramatic reason why like I had to work from home. Happened again. What was I gonna say again? Okay, work from home. Screen looks more like a round square to me. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. I guess I could like add a control point to the line that I've done here, this hood. And then just like move that in or something like that. Like, might need another control point. No, maybe not. It depends. Ooh, okay. No, I want it to have like another control point. I don't want it to look too, I don't know. I guess that? I guess we could work with that. It just depends if the top really works with us. Something like this, but then pull it up, and then we can edit. Do something like that, but then I guess end the line a bit later than I already have it. If I can get that line. Yeah! I'm doing screen now. I mean... yeah, I realised it was like quite an easy model to fit in with the overall drawing. So it's like, why not test myself? Is that his name? Is Screen his name? Or is it just like, is it just the robot? No, we don't want a curved one, we just want a straight one now. We can even do some of this with the straight tool and then like just curve it naturally, because you can do like, I guess it depends on like how well you work with the vectors, but you can do that with vectors. What was I saying? I had a point somewhere and I lost it. It was like working from home. Man, I totally lost it. I don't even remember what I was going to say. Well, I'm working from home. Oh, that was it. No, my stressful morning. That was it. Yeah, so I had a really stressful morning. Surprise. On Monday. And what it was like, I'd woken up. I was like, oh, I had a good sleep. What time is it? Oh, fuck, it's 5 minutes till work. And I had to like really rush to actually like suddenly set up my screen. And then like I had emails about like stuff I'd done. I was like, oh no! Ah! It's like, I just woke up and then my cat's thrown up! No! It worked out in the end, but it was just like funny start to the morning. Right, okay, I think that's looking a bit better. If we just pull that down a bit. That was good, and then we can just do the same thing over the top here. And we can just add some extra control points to give that some more oomph, more depth. I'm doing the Ringo voice again. we just have this joke that's like, Ringo Starr is a time traveler. It sounds like so out of context, but I feel like chat would appreciate it. It's just like, no, I'm Ringo Starr, I'm a time traveler. I've been to the fourth dimension. I've seen Klaxor the fifth. It's just something that makes me really laugh. Like we were just, I just did it on holiday. It was just really funny. And then we just have the rest of the beat was going like, Ringo, you're not a time traveler. It was mirrors. It was mirrors, Ringo. It's like, no, it wasn't. I met Klaxon. Klaxon told me that it was all a lie. No, Klaxon was just Paul in makeup. was just a really dumb bit. That works. Okay, I think if we just erase this line, yeah, that works. Nice. Okay, I'll put a colour layer on that so we know that that's distinct, so we can actually work on this layer, because we still haven't done the hair. Okay, part of me wants to do like the full illustration on stream, but is it a case of like doing another drawing stream tomorrow to finish this? Because it is late and I do need to think about walking my dog. I haven't actually done that yet, and I feel like he would want to. It might just be a quick walk though, or not. Because okay, I did do a lot of walking today, and part of me was just like, I know he wants it, but also like, my feet hurt so bad. Like, he knows that we have these days where it's just like, you know, we can't do it today. We try not to as much as possible. Could start with that finishing it. We could, but I don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I'm like running back and forth on what it is we do tomorrow for stream. Like, you know, math game sounds fun, but then I probably have to get a maths game. I was thinking, what else was I thinking? I think we were saying about like a writing stream tomorrow. Like, that could be really fun. And then like possibly some more fighting games, because fighting game, brain off, don't work. Luke punch button. So yeah, again, like this week is just like, I want to do streams, but I don't have plans for them. And then it's the question of if I do a Friday stream, because so what's happening is my family are coming back. So it will mean like sort of figuring out like how streaming's gonna work with them in the house, where it's like, hey, so this is going really well for me, and like I'm really enjoying it, and I want to keep doing it, but also like, how are we gonna work around like, okay, having dinner and stuff like that? Because it might be the case where it's like, because what it is I feel like our times are really awkward. So for example, I go to gym. So I go to gym for like, I want to say 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock generally. And then I come back, and then dinner is usually around 6 o'clock or so. And then generally my family are like, hey, can you help out with this? Can you help out with that? So if I, like, streaming after this week will mean that there might be a point where I have to have a break or something. So it might be the case of doing 2 streams in an evening and just separating them out, and maybe like ending one, starting another. Or it's like I do one long stream and then just have a really long BRB screen for a while. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how people navigate streaming with families around. It's because, you know, like, the nice part about doing streaming without that right now is like I can end it on my own terms. It's like, okay, I feel like today I'm tired or whatever. I can end stream an hour in, I don't know, or I could go for really long, and then that's not an issue. But then like with family, it's like, they've already made dinner. Like, I don't know how people do it, and honestly, I'd like some opinions on that. I'd like to know, like, how do people get, how do people do that? And you know, is there like any awkwardness around the whole like, I'm doing this thing, but like they don't know about it, or they do know about it, but then like they make it awkward. I don't know, like, that's good. I thought that's an interesting question, because because it feels like a lot of VTubers like live on their own. I don't know. It's like, it feels like a lot of them live on their own, or like if they're with anyone, they're like with partners or something that like get it. But like, living with families is something I've not really seen like many VTubers do. Or if they like, they'll stay with family, and then it's like, yeah. Because I think like I've seen a few like VTubers who live with family, and then the family come in and be like, here's some snacks or whatever. But I don't know if my family's like that. I cannot tell my family's being too straight. So you keep it secret, like, because I've mentioned it to my family, because it was simply a case of like, hey, I'm interested in this idea, like, it's something that I'm genuinely trying to like bring to fruition and wanted to do it when you guys are away and whatnot. And they were like supportive, actually. They were alright with it. Like, we again, still not still not entirely sure on the details about like how we'd work around, you know, just general noise or like again dinner. I think dinner is the big one. I forgot the ears. Oh no, we're gonna die. We're gonna crash. We're gonna die. That one doesn't need an ear. That one doesn't need an ear. It's just this one here. For that, I like adding ears. Ears have grown on me. Ears are fun. But yeah, like some people keep it secrets from family. Like, because I get it if it's like extended family, where it's like, oh, you know, oh, what are you doing for work? And it's like, how do I say I'm an anime girl on the internet? And then they'll say, is that a porn thing? Yeah, but like, so also go, oh no, what they do is they go like, oh, one of your silly cartoons, something like that. Or like, what's anime? That would be my family. I think some of my older family members would be like, what's anime again? Oh, it's that shit you didn't stop talking about at age 5. Because I was the type of kid that would just not shut up, and I think I'm still that. I didn't grow. My character development was a plateau. I just started streaming because then I have an excuse. Oh, this is coming out cute. I like how the wavy hair is turning out. That's fun. Also, I really like this song. Like, some of the songs that are playing now, like, the playlist has looped back, and I really like some of these. Like, I usually start the streams with, like, the start of this playlist. It's just like a jazz playlist. I'm going to simplify that line and fix that one. Once again, my fucking brain. I feel like I was on a point, and then I got distracted, and I was like, where am I again? I was like, oh, okay, I'm on point, like, point A, talking to family about anime and VTubers and the fact that, like, I still talk about the same things and whatnot, and then it's like, oh, this song's nice. I mean, I have, like, messaged the doctor about, like, hey, I may have the ADHD. I've not heard anything back, and it's kind of likely I won't hear anything back for quite a while. But it was something I was like, it could be there, and I was like, I kind of want to get that checked out if that's the case, because then, like, you know, there might be help for that I don't currently have. That's coming out really cute. Oh, I like this. Let me actually take off the sketch layers and actually sort of see that, like, clearer. Oh, the eyes. Forgot about them. Oops. It's so easy just to forget about bits. It's like, oh, this is going well. Wait, I forgot the key D now. Right, okay, so... And also just erasing this part, because, these don't need to be here. I might make the... what's it? I might make the glasses a little smaller or something like that. Right, let me bring Sketchfab back up, because then we can actually do the eyes. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Something like that. And then just big old circle. Big old circle. That could work. We could also potentially do the circle with the ellipsis tool, maybe. But we're getting there. Near to the end of the line art layer, and then we can do some, like, at most flats, at best a full thing. It might be mostly a flat situation today, and then I could, like, shade it off stream or like tomorrow on stream. I might give that eye a bit of rotation. Object. I'm gonna say as well, because, okay, again, off topic, my brain going 50 miles an hour right now. So I said about, like, writing streams is something I do, and then, like, this group writing stream idea, which I think is really fun. I think it'd be really fun to, like, review writing and then, like, work on writing together and play around with that whole concept. And I think the other idea that we were talking about in a previous stream was doing lore reviews for VTuber lore, because this is the thing. What I said in the previous stream is a very, very, very hot take, especially in the VTuber community. I'm not a big fan of VTuber lore. I can't really explain it, like, very well in a way that doesn't sound like, hey, that's kind of mean. But, like, okay. What it is I think, personally, I'm, like, I find it, I don't want to say cringy, but, like, because, okay, think about it in this sense. You're doing this, like, really deep lore, but then you're just streaming games on the internet. There's a disconnect. I don't feel like that carries over. And, like, limiting. Maybe. Like, I can't explain it. I feel like, trust me, I cringe at my own lore. Yeah, okay. Like, that must just be a thing that VTubers just never talk about, is that lore is kind of like that weird, awkward thing of, like, one, it never really gets brought up past, like, you know, character design details. Like, it justifies the character design, sure. But, and, like, it justifies, like, elements that you might add to, like, later character bits or whatever. But then, like, it, you know, you are writing a story, and that, but, like, it's a very particular type of story. And sometimes people voice act in it, and then it's like, oh god, I'm voice acting in this. But yeah, I mean, but what I was thinking is, like, maybe I just haven't watched enough lore to, like, really appreciate it. So what I was thinking is doing a lore watching stream and just taking various VTubers, watching their lore videos, and then going, like, sort of doing, like, a tier list, and then being like, how much did I enjoy this lore? I think that could be really fun. Especially, like, trying to, you know, see if my mind changes by the end of it. Is like, do I like lore now? Or is my opinion, you know, make it informed. Don't get cancelled. Oh my god, like, my first major thing is getting cancelled. Yeah, is it something you'd get cancelled for? That's, like, a really interesting thought, because it's a different thing between, like, in my view, I feel like it's difference between being like, this is shit lore, versus, like, being like, okay, why doesn't this work for me? You know, like, actually working on the elements where it's like, if that was me, I'd do it like this, or, like, storytelling wise, I'm not a big fan of what they do here, or art wise, that was really good. Maybe we could do a collab or something. Yeah, that'd be fun. Like, I've been, like, the best way I can describe it is I've been on Twitter, and I've been, like, slowly trying to make, okay, either way, it's better to ask first on Twitter. Yes, that was what I was thinking. I think, like, my idea was I wouldn't do it without consent. So, I would be like, hey, does anyone have any lore that they want reviewed? And, like, is okay with that being reviewed? Because the same thing with the writing idea. It's like, I'd love to do that, but I wouldn't want to do that without, like, their consent. Especially if it's, like, smaller VTubers or something like that. Like, because, you know, especially, like, at least from my perspective, I do review things in, like, a very literary way. A VTuber lore collab. Yeah, that could be fun. Especially if you have, like, any recommendations for, like, good lore. Because, again, it's something I don't watch. Elias Dodger, I'm gonna destroy your gallery. Just fucking, Sunny Philadelphia, where he's like, this is shit, this is shit, this is shit. Oh, this I like. Your lore is gonna be a Dodger. Oh my god, yes! Ah! I just got the pun. Oh my god, that makes me think of another point. I didn't actually mention this on my debut. Again, Lost Media debut. I'm really bad with sarcasm. And okay, puns I'm, like, slightly better with. But sarcasm, it takes me so long to pick up on it. I just don't read it. Okay, alright. All things considered, I think we've got a drawing going now. Oh, that line would be a good one to add. One more there. Erase that line. I think we've got a drawing. Yay! Gotta get a soundboard and just like have like a little clap noise going. I could, okay, other than, would that fall I think that would fall before, like, I think some of these bits would fall before the pipe or whatever, the wrench. How long have I actually been going? 2 hours, wow. Damn, girly. You streamed for that long? Oh wait, no. Okay, if we go like that with the hair. Once again, vector layers coming like a champ. Where it's like, oh god, I messed up. Don't worry, vector layers. So it saves you so much time. So good. But yeah, that, like, I think if I do anything that's like reviewing content or something like that, I feel like it's a weirder thing with like bigger content creators, because like I'd like to ask consent. Whether they see that is a different thing. But like, particularly with small creators, if I do anything like that, like reviewing character designs, reviewing lore, that sort of things, I know a VTuber friend whose lore is actually really nice. Yeah, I'd love to check it out. Like, because my view on anything writing related is, even in the worst things, there's always something good to recognize in it. And that's like always something I stand by. Whereas like, even if I have critiques, I will still try and find something good in it. Like, even if it's just like, hey, I know this isn't for me, but I can appreciate, like, say, maybe the art design is really good, or the direction was really interesting. Also, asking big creator is kind of risky. Their fans are, yeah, true. That is true. It is weird. It's weird being, like, indie in the scene. Like, because, okay, I watch, I've started through, like, being on Twitter lately. I did come across Envy. I don't know if you know about him. He's a Australian VTuber, and I've checked out a few of his streams, and he's good. He seems chill, and it seems like there's like a really interesting, weird situation in the VTuber community. So like, if you're a smaller creator, it feels like there's certain creators where it's like, oh, I don't know if I can like talk to them, or like, yeah, I think it's with an I, ENVI. Like, he's cool. He's really cool. I'd like to draw his model, I think. That'd be fun. So, like, because he made a tweet recently where it was sort of saying about, like, you know, how to describe it? He was sort of saying that he's growing as a creator, but it feels like he's lost friendships along the way. So it's really interesting how it's, like, smaller streamers, you know, if they get big, then it's kind of that whole people kind of dissociate from them. But then being a smaller streamer, it's like you can't interact with the bigger streamers because you get seen as like clout chasing and stuff. It's strange. It's a strange little thing. Okay, I think that is, other than some like little edits to line weights, I think that's looking good. It is a little bit inconsistent line weighting wise, and I am noticing that. Yeah, like, networking in this sphere is really interesting. I think, like, the best way I can describe it is the worst they can say is no. Or they just don't even see it. Like, them not seeing it doesn't necessarily mean, like, you're lesser or worse as a creator. Like, sometimes, like, you know, I have to, it's probably, like, a bigger creator is just busy or something like that. Like, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a bad content creator or not worth their time. It could just be, like, they're busy, they're not able to see that, you know. But again, okay, this is me talking, who just generally speaking, I'm, like, I'm bad with, like, DMs. I'm the sort of person who, like, if someone DMs me, I'll respond. But if I really struggle to DM, I think I've done it once. And, I think I sort of said it in, my previous stream. It was quite funny. Actually, this line, is that can work, okay. I might also do, oh god, there's so many details. This design is, like, deceptively simple, but it really isn't. There's, like, a lot of tiny bits about it. Yeah, okay. I think my plan is to get flats done on this, and then call it a night. Because I would like to if I could walk my dog, if not, just get an early night and then be ready for the day tomorrow, because I've had a long day today. Where was I? Okay. Content creation, streaming. Yeah. Yeah, DMs. So like, yeah, I respond to DMs pretty well, but I'm not very good at initiating them. And it was really funny when like starting out, because it was like, oh look, I'm getting a lot of DMs. All of them were bots. Like, I've only had a few people that have messaged me that are like not bots. Most of them are bots. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that, man. Like, and hopefully one day, like, you know, VTuber, Live2D. Yeah, bots. I hate them. And it's like, because I remember there was this one that messaged me that was like, oh yeah, do you have like a character sheet? And I'm like, no, I don't have a character sheet. And he's like, oh yeah, character sheets are great for marketability and stuff. It's like, yeah, but I'm not looking for a character sheet. Thanks, buddy. And then like messages me a bit later, and it's like, oh, do you want to see my sheets? And the way it was sounded, because initially, like the way their model, the way their like profile looked, it looked like their character. Okay, they didn't look like a bot. That's probably the best way I'd describe it. So I was kind of like drawn in by like, oh, that's a really nice like profile picture and stuff like that. So like I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I guess he's like made some character sheets of like himself or something. That was just the way it kind of was phrased. And then this guy like sent me multiple character sheets, and I'm like, oh no, they're not good. Oh no, he wants me to buy one or something. And then like he starts like selling, and I said like, I'm already like not interested right now. I'm not looking for this or whatever. And then like he sort of just came back, and it was just like, but why not though, or something like that. It was just like, I already said I don't want one. I appreciate like your art, but like I don't really want one. Because it was just the fact that like his like profile picture was really good, and then I see like the art and I'm like, that's different. That is not the same. No bot can take no as an answer. It's so tiring. Yeah, and then like the worst ones is like you don't respond, and then they sort of come back and it's like, hello, where are you? You clearly saw my message. It's like, ah, but I don't want it. I don't want it. And like I'm like so like non-confrontational. Yeah, that is the thing. Like usually it's stolen or traced, and like, or it's just like not, you know, like I don't want to say not bad, but like, you know, it's not up to standard, if you will. Like, and again, part of me feels bad for saying it. Again, I'm not a confrontational person at all. Yeah, or it's just not. Yeah, like I'm not. I don't want to be non-confrontational. Like I don't want to be confrontational, but I'm also like, it is a bot though. Like I shouldn't feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad for saying that I don't like the art, because it is someone trying to like effectively get money out of me. But like I keep debating if I should just make a tweet of just like, hey, if I want art, I will contact you. Like they pay on people. They do, yeah. And it was just like, oh man, I thought this community, you know, I thought we didn't have this. We do? What the hell? Oh, so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, again, I like to say I'm the sort of person, again, who like tries to see the good in like things, even if I don't like them. So it's like, even if it's like, okay, maybe the art's not great, it's like, okay, but like the idea is interesting, or there could be good work on like backgrounds or something like that. Like I think that's generally the sort of person I am. Like I like to find the good in something, because I like to believe in I guess artistic integrity might be the word. Just like the idea that even in something bad you can learn something good from it, and you know, maybe even like the people behind it can take away something really interesting that they didn't consider before. Or even just as viewers, it's just like, okay, how do we like re-examine this like piece of media and things like that. So like, because you know, there's in this like current world, like cringe is a big thing, you know. It's like, this media's cringe and bad and here's why. But it's not like, okay, what's good about it though? Like, how can we like explore what works? Even if it's like not something for you, like what is it doing that's working? Why is the stuff that they're doing not working? You know, like, because you can still say like a piece of media isn't great, but you can still say like, oh, there's still good stuff is good. Like, okay, example off the top of my head, Umbrella Academy season 4. I hate it. Yes, like to start off, I hate it. I think like there was a lot of decisions they did that were not good, and then the ending was really insulting. But I also think like, okay, there were jokes that made me laugh, and I think there was ideas that had a lot of promise with them. Like, I think Klaus, the deleted scenes are really interesting with Umbrella Academy season 4. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do I suggest you watch Umbrella Academy? Maybe, especially if you're interested in the idea of like how an idea with so much promise can get like screwed up or so. And like, I would say that whole piece of media was really affected by the strikes. No, you're not doing it again, are you? No, you're just cleaning. Okay. Thought my cat was throwing up again. I would be so mad. Like on stream, just yeah. So the Umbrella Academy, it's it made some very questionable decisions in its final season. But there's still like stuff about it where it's like that could have worked, and particularly if you watch the cutscenes, because particularly for Klaus, like they butchered Cluse. Yeah, they butchered Klaus's character in the show, but in the cutscenes, it's like, oh wait, he had a character ending. Like they just forgot to give him a character ending, or like they cut it, and it's like, why did they cut it? Like that was him saying the mission. Why can't I speak? The mission. Oh god, I'm so bad at that. That's just one of my things. I talk so much, I can't say shit. It ends on season 3. Yes, and for some people it ends on season 2. Some people don't like season 3. Like, I liked it, but I know there's a lot of people that don't. Okay, line waiting. Right. I think we're gonna narrow in this part right here. Just make that slightly thinner. Okay, I think we're good to start doing some flats at the very least. Just get the colours working, and then we can go from there. Do we go off of the... Oh yeah, also, here's my little secret when it comes to anything fan art. I like to do... Okay, let's have a look at it. Does it use... It uses a slight brown. Okay, that works. And then, all that, clipping layer, boom. Just like a nice like hint, because like doing black line art is a risk. It's so like what it is like the line art's still black, but like now it isn't. Like you can mess around with the line art also. I find it's like such an easy dance around if like you're doing something different with the you know, with the line art. It just makes things look nicer. So I think we can start getting some flats down. Because then I might like, oh, another line I forgot. Oopsie. And yeah, like if you need edits, then you don't have to go like into the specific color of the line art. You can just okay. Toggles happened again. Let me say a bit higher than the... I feel like the shirt is ever so slightly wrong, but it's like, okay, I'll just say here. That could work. That could work. We can live. We can live. I tried to do my shading on different layers and stuff, but like generally speaking, it does, it changes per drawing. Right. Some of that. Some of that. Boop. Yeah, if I can just get the flats going, I think that works. Cat layer. Cat. The eyes look a little strange. Oh, you know what it probably is? Okay, if I take this layer, then I like fully make sure that's coloured in. That's... I don't know why. Like some of my line art don't work. It don't work though. It broken. It don't work. Okay, yeah, I think it's just some sort of issue with the line art. Okay, that should be better. A little bit of fixing there. I do want to get that mouth bit done before this. But okay, yeah, I was saying Umbrella Academy. Like, Umbrella Academy makes choices, but like, there's also stuff to still like learn from it, and I think that in itself is valuable. Like, even the worst pieces of media, you can learn something from it. Like, why they make the decisions they do? Like, who's it made for? Like, do the people that watch it like it? Okay, I think, okay, the eye colour is yellow. Okay, let's do that. Yellow eyes. Cats are so cool, man. Right. Yellow. Oh man, I'm gonna sleep so well tonight. And like the hotel we stayed at as well, because I stayed at a hotel. It was so nice. Ah! It had a freestanding bath. Like, what the hell? I never see freestanding baths. Ah! It was so good. Okay, so it does have like a layer over the eyes. Oh, she's so cute, man. She's so cute. I love her. Okay, no, we don't need a colour for the hands, because the hands are gloves. Boop, 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 boop. She's so cute. Ah! This song is cute as well, because it's all about, it's about this one girl that I think one of the band members knew, who was having, like, insecurity issues. So the whole song is, like, addressed to this girl, and it's just, like, you know, she's not saying what's wrong. And, you know, it's very similar to Kiki's own story and stuff, where it's like she's having issues and it's like, you can ask for help sort of thing. Like, that's kind of the whole message of the song. It's just like, I can't help you if you don't tell me what's wrong, if you don't share that. And it's, oh, I love it. I love it. The eyes. Olive eyes? Could that work? I guess we could work with it for now, and then, like, because again, I think I'm just going to focus on, okay, also, if we do a light, I guess, yeah, like, orange layer or so. Oh, that's a, where's that line? What's that line? What are you doing? What are you doing there? Do you have a license? Do you have a license to be there? Yeah, okay, this layer. If we just go all over this bit, because then we can make that a nice effect. Nice effect. Same with the eyes. So the eye colour's still there, but we've just given it this yellow overlay, and we can like change the opacity as needed. I love an opacity layer. Opacity layers are great. Right, okay. Mouth. It depends, like, what drawing I'm doing, because sometimes I'll do, like, sometimes I try to experiment with, like, doing the, line work in a few layers, and sometimes I separate it as, like, as much as possible, but then it's nice having, like, folders and things, because then, like, sometimes I'll try and do just the shading and, like, one sort of cell-shaded layer. God, I can't speak. Man, I need to do, like, I need to just have water by me, because there's times I'm just, like, yapping away on stream, and I'm just like, why don't I just keep my bottle of water near me? Because I've got a massive one as well, and for some reason, I just never put it by me when I'm streaming. It's like, that's so, I love drinking water, and, like, it's so healthy and so good, and I just never put it by me when I'm streaming. I'll probably be better when I'm in, like, because, like, okay, I'm streaming downstairs, and I usually, like, my usual setup would be upstairs, but I'm only streaming downstairs, so I've got, like, company for my pets and things. And I'm sure, like, once I do that, I'll probably be, like, bring my water around with me. Yeah. It's so easy to get, like, carried away, where it's just like, oh, the stream's starting, like, gotta go, and it's like, oh, but what about the water? Where's the water, man? Is that under the eye layer? I think it is. Okay, if I can find the eye layer. A moment of searching. There it is. Okay, if I just lower the opacity, then I can actually see if the hair is going through, because we still need that. Oh, we don't need that eye line. That one can go. Yeah, that's fine. We can live with that. If it isn't perfect today, that's fine. Like, it'd be nice to finish this on stream, but it is also really late and I have had a very long weekend. So, it's not even weekend, it's like midweek weekend. So, like, a part of me would like to make sure I'm, like, rested before, tomorrow, where I'm, like, back at work and then, you know, doing another stream later in the day. The eye layer should be under this, there we go, nice. Yeah, just do as much as possible, really, and then we can, because we're nearly there. I just want the satisfaction of saying, like, I've started a good drawing, and then, because I haven't drawn fan art in so long, like, other than the VTuber stuff recently, generally speaking, I don't draw a lot of fan art. I think it's just, like, a worry of, like, oh, am I good enough? Like, can I, like, actually do justice to this drawing? Because what if I, like, forget details or things like that? But, like, this is fun. This is a fun drawing. It's nice learning as well about, like, what's in this design. Speaking of, I think there's something I can add here, just a tiny line that can work here. If I can, yeah, that works. And then the screen is yellow. I think that's quite a shady one. There we go. And then I want to make sure I add that little smiley face, because that's fun. There we go. And the colour is that. Do a... Oh, hello! Oh, thank you! Thank you. I used to draw a lot more than I do now, but, like, so I think some things have just carried over. You get the vibe. This is my friend Claire, the Black Ambassador, also Dino Champ. Dinos! Love them! I used to have, like, a major special interest in dinosaurs when I was really young. Like, it was just my thing. Lucas Anacle-Bitus Nung Num Num. It's so nice to have everyone around. It's really fun. It's really made my night. It really has. Like, I've had a great day, but it's just that little bit extra where it's just like, oh, this is great. This is vibes. We love it. We love to see it. Right, I think all we want to do is just make sure we got a layer for the eyes. Can't say long. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna end stream soon. It's late here, and I've got work tomorrow, and we're gonna stream again tomorrow though. Yeah, we can maybe start the day by, like, finishing off this drawing, and then we could post that online and just be like, hey, little drawing. But then, like, I'd like to try and play a game tomorrow. Yeah, good luck with work. I'm glad you could pop round and say hello. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. It's so nice. It's so lovely. But yeah, I know what you mean, the work grind. Like, that's one of the things I've been kind of understanding with VTubing stuff. It's like, oh god, how do people, like, fit work around VTubing? Like, I feel like I've got to deal with children. Oh, you're a childcarer? That's so cool. Like, I wondered about becoming a teacher for a while, but then I was also like, the education system here is, like, so tough. Like, it's okay, my perspective though, is I came from a school that was not good. It was, okay, so it was like, we had a lot of like children who'd caused different problems and stuff like that. So like my experience with school was just like, oh god, children are just fighting. Like, honest to God, we had a bomb threat at our school, and and like, okay, so the story was, okay, hopefully Twitch like doesn't kill me for saying this. The droids are, well, so thank you, I really appreciate it. It was really fun working through this. It's come out really nice. Oh, you teach horseback riding? That's cool. I used to love horse riding. Okay, but like the story, yeah, little fella knows this. So basically, there was this one kid who was in year 9, I want to say, or possibly even younger. What he'd done was he'd jumped the fence of the school, ran out of the school. No one had seen him at this point because it was like sort of mid-lesson or so. He's run out of the school. Thank you for slowing, by the way. The alerts are not working. I don't know why. So he's run out of the school. He's gone to a phone box so he couldn't be traced. He's called the school. He's called the school's reception and said, there's a bomb at your school. Hung up. Run back to the school, jumped the fence again to get back in, joined the line, so then they just didn't know who'd done it. And like they had to put all of us out into the field where it's just like, there's been a bomb threat. So we were all just out in the field like, oh god, there was a bomb threat. And then it was only through like some friends that I knew that we'd learned that it was a kid that had done it. And it was like, I think they probably knew that it was a kid, but it was just like, that's a lot of steps. I've been writing for 7 years. I'm teaching Frisch. That's so cool. That is amazing. Like, I have such a respect for like animal professions. I think that's so fun. I think like, again, like when I was younger, I think that it was like one of those sort of things where it's like, oh, I would have loved to have done that. For me, I'm just an office worker. That's crazy. Yeah, my school was like that. I think we also had like, okay, so we had this area called the we called it the quad. So it was basically just like a square little area where a lot of us would like hang out during like lunches and stuff. It got banned for use for like a full school year, and then was still banned after like a few years later or so, because what had happened was just some of the kids in our year like fought there and just like had a massive fight. And then they were just like, it's banned for the entire year. And then, like, those kids mostly left. It was, like, only a few of us that were in, like, sixth form and stuff. And it was still closed. As if, like, the kids were still there. It's like, most of them left. They just entirely closed down a portion of the school because some kids fought in it. And they just never bothered to open it back up. And, like, going off of, like, you know, through the grapevine little bits, I don't think the school's really improved. My favourite class is teachers with special needs. Yeah, I think, I don't know if I mentioned this. Right, okay. I'll say it up front, I'm autistic. If you wondered why I yap so much, that's why. I'm very open about it because I find it really interesting. It's just something I really like talking about. There's like, one of my special interests is the fact that I'm autistic. So, wild, yeah, you couldn't tell. So, one of the things, like, so when you get diagnosed and stuff, you kind of, like, have moments where you look back through your past and it's just like, hey, that's, like, not very neurotypical of me. And one of those for me was, we did have, like, a special needs group in the school, in like, primary school or so this is really young. And we did like a school trip, and I remember one of these kids started like chatting to me, and we just had like a really good conversation. I can't even remember what we were talking about. And I mean, not on stream, who could have known? Who could have? It's impossible to tell. Yeah, so like, but like we were having this really good conversation, and like we were really, you know, just proper vibing. And it's like, I think in my tiny kid brain, I was like, huh, this kid, like, he's in special needs, but, like, we're getting along really well. I'm, like, you know, in my logic, because I didn't know any better, it was like, he seems normal. And then what I'd come to realise was, no, wait, he was autistic, and so was I. I just didn't have any diagnosis. Little fella, yeah. Little fella's my friend in real life. Like, he's my buddy. He's my bro. he's allowed to bully me. Because I mean, I bullied him back earlier about his spelling and his use of bigger words than what he actually means. Okay, I think for now this works. I'm happy to call it quits here. Hello, yes. I'm happy to call it quits here for tonight. I would like to finish this, but it's either I finish it off stream or I finish it at the start of like another stream. Okay, yeah, okay, that works. Make it just ever so slightly lighter. That looks nice. But it's not perfect yet. There's like a lot of little white layers that need to be like sorted and other little bits here and there. But for now, I think that works. And I think that's come out really cute. Yeah, like this has come out really nice. I'm really happy with this. I guess I'm gonna make sure I save that. Goodbye. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna log off soon. I'll go back to Just Chatting stream. Don't know if you've seen my little Just Chatting stream. Take care. Let me add that to I guess just pictures. Mimi. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Am I gonna read? Yes, I will. It has been one of my bad habits for the first few streams. I just kept forgetting to raid. I tried to do it on my debut, and then I think the channel that I was trying to raid didn't allow raids or something, so I just couldn't raid them. I was just like really confused. I was like, where are they? I have done it once now, so I do know how to do this. As long as I remember properly, it should be alright. I'm just making sure that clip's closed so I can, I can go to bed sooner. Oh my god, it's not 9:24! Bruv, that's my bedtime! Let me get Twitch open, and we can find someone to raid. Right, okay. It is in Twitch somewhere. I will remember how to do this. Whispers, activity feeds, active mods, channels you follow, moderation, help and feedback. It's somewhere around here. Every time I'm just like, where is it? Okay. Where is it? Am I on the wrong page? Okay, wait. Back to Twitch. It's gotta be somewhere. I'll find this. I need to just write down notes on like, this is how you raid. Right, okay. Is it down? No, that's just my channel. That's not the modder. Okay, edit, no. Share, no. More options, no. Video producer. No, that's not it. Stream manager, is it this? There we go. Right. Raid channel. There we go. Let's have a look. See who's live. Any suggestions or anything, or should we just find someone? I think there's a few. It's giving me some art channels, various like VTubers. Oh, that's a cute design. Oh, that's really cute. I really like that. Okay, I think a local 3D artist learns 2D. That's cool. Okay, yeah, I think I found one that I really like. This one called Moose Yoshi. I think they've got a really cute design. Thank you everyone for coming. I really appreciate it. Oh, John Tron. Okay, wait, let's have a look. Search and filter. John Ton. I genuinely read that as John Tron. John Ton art. Let's have a gander. Before library study. Ooh, what's he doing? Is he doing like sticker stuff? That's cute. Yeah, we can do this. Alright, so we're gonna raid John Ton art. Thank you everyone for coming. Really appreciate it. I had a great time. It was so fun just to yap. I feel like part of me didn't even yap fully about the concert, but we're gonna keep yapping about that over time. I really, really appreciate everyone that's come around. It's been so fun. I will see you all tomorrow, 5 p.m. GST, as long as things go good. Don't know what we're gonna do yet. We'll figure it out. I'll tweet about whatever we end up doing. It will probably be a game. Might be this again. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.